I don't want to hear about the shit in my kitchen. My mom bought 80 billion bananas. So we're going to make banana bread. This is the beginning of the recipes in case I die series. So today we're going to make vegan banana bread. Here's the deal. You don't want to put too many bananas in there. I know it's tempting with this big pile next to me, but you can't do that or you'll get too wet. It'll be all sloppy. We don't want that. So we're going to try out, you want about 2 bananas. Because they're so tiny, we're going to do 3, okay? And that's about the size of 2 bananas, I would say. So let's give this one a fucking go. You want to peel them. You want them to be like minimum this, right? We can. I'm going to peel this into my bin straight away. Break them in a little bit, just because it's a bit easier to deal with. And then because we don't like shit on our hands, we wash our fingies on my sink with a leaking tap that I have to call my real estate about. So if you can see it dripping in the background, I don't care. I'll deal with it when I'm ready. And someone's using a chainsaw, so I might kill them. I've already changed my fit and tied my hair up because I realised that wearing a brown jumper is absolutely fucking diabolical. And now that my hair's in a clip, I hate it. I hate it. How I didn't get diagnosed until 28, 7, 8 is crazy to me. And now that I've just touched all my hair, I have to wash my hair. I'll bring this little pot of flowers here for you to look at. I got this from an op shop. Okay, first order of things. You want some brown sugar. If you're sugar free, I don't know what to tell you. So we've got our little nannies, and now we half a cup, 3/4 of a cup perhaps. It really depends on your preference. I don't really like sweet as a general thing. Just over half of kind of packed down, sort of 3/4, sort of not. I am my mother's daughter, so I really don't measure a whole lot. I really wing it a lot, but I'm going to do my best to show metrics. It's crazy. And then because I just got stuff on my fingers, we must rinse the fingers again. This part is best and easiest and fastest with a potato masher. You can use a fork if you don't have a potato masher, but if you don't have a potato masher at this point, what are you doing? I would even be tempted to add another banana in here, but I'm not going to listen to the little goblin in my head. We're just going to see how this one goes, and if it's really bad, I just won't post this video. Okay. Great. You want a mushy... How am I supposed to show you what's happening? I could make you zoom in. Let me just bring this to you. Okay, mushy. The little chunks in there are okay, but you don't want massive chunks. The brown sugar is already worked at like gooing it. So from here, butter. I use Nuttalex. Oh, it's got canola oil in it. I don't care. This is what I really like. You can use whatever vegan butter you want. I just use a teacup. This is a cup I got from an old client. I do probably I just get a tablespoon and I do like two tablespoons, but like my tablespoons are like that. I love fucking butter. It is nice. And it's not real butter, so it doesn't fucking matter. Okay, I should probably stop swearing so much. I can't help it. So yeah, I got about this much. It's like 2 or 3 tablespoons. And then we pop it in the microwave for a little bit. If you don't have a microwave, I don't know what to tell you. Heat it up somehow so that it melts. And because it spits everywhere, I just touch my face so I have to wash my hands again if we're in a conventional kitchen, but we're not. I'm just going to use the top of this lid to smack it over the top so it doesn't spit butter everywhere. You want like 20 seconds or something. Boring. Nice. Pour that baby in there. Keep this, so you don't have to wash more things. And then we get some milk. I use soy milk. You know what I'm going to say next. Use whatever you want. I like soy milk. Fill maybe like half of that cup. This is about probably 3/4 of a cup. Keep it to the side because we might have to add more later if the mix is big and dry. If you've got a little tiny bowl, this is for the egg replacer part. Use this brand egg replacer. This is so far like the best one that I've found, and because I'm measuring things, 2 teaspoons of powder in there, as per the instructions on the box, which I don't often listen to. And now we need some water. I think it's like 1 tablespoon of water or something like that. I'm just eyeballing that, but you want like 2 tablespoons of water or whatever, but it's not that serious. Whisk that bad boy up. You want to whisk it to... It gets frothy. I might change the camera angle to loom over this bench so that you can see better, so that you can see good like what I do. I'll move your emotional support flowers in frame. There you go. Okay, so this is what we're working with now. It's like a froth. It looks just like egg white basically. So that's our wet ingredients. Self-raising flour first. Oh. A cup. And then another cup. Another one, thank you. My mum wrote this when I moved out of home. She made these little things for me. Plain flour, 3/4. 3/4 of a cup will fucking do. And then you need some bicarb. A teaspoon sorta, like that much. It depends how much flour and such. So we're gonna try that out. And then you want some cinnamon. Just however much you want. That's maybe like, I don't know, a teaspoon or 2. Whisk. Oh yeah, at this point, preheat the oven. I have not a fan-forced oven, so I put it on like 200 degrees because I'm impatient. It's probably like 180 if you have a powerful oven, which I don't. So this is super freaking dry so far. This is where we've got to add some more milk. I just kind of add I pour it all over my kitchen bench and hope to God that it fucking goes in the bowl. Fun fact, this song was probably my favourite song for... When did it come out? 2001? I don't know about that person. If it's assuming it was like, assuming it was about 2000. This song was my favourite for so fucking long, but it has been replaced. By who? Can't remember, but I know it's not this anymore. A little tiny bit more milk. So you want the consistency to be not as smooth as cake batter. Ow. This is pretty good. This is pretty solid. You want it to like ooze off the whisk. Not too runny, but you don't want it to be able to like just hold on. So total amount of milk was probably like a cup. Maybe a tad more than a cup, but you really just have to eyeball these things because circumstances change. Nice. This is good. This is good. This is ideal. I have a bread tin. Shit. If you saw that fly off. No, you didn't. I need to move you back because you're blocking the way. Me at the getting in the way competition, and my opponent is you. I have a bread tin. If you don't have a bread tin, I don't really know what to tell you. You can MacGyver a bread tin with foil perhaps on a tray, but I don't know. That's up to you. I usually put it down the side here. You probably don't have to do this, but I prefer to do it just in case because I'm a scaredy cat. Hey Siri, play DPR in scaredy cat. Okay, and then you need a little bit of cooking spray, just a little bit. More canola oil for my diet, please. I just spray this side and this side and a tiny bit here to secure the baking paper so it doesn't flop, because this is an important step and I have learned it the hard way multiple times. But putting it there will stop the baking paper from folding in on itself when you're pouring this in there, and it's really fucking annoying when it does it. And then get it all over yourself. Oh yeah. And then this always hits the point where you're like, this bowl is going to fall out of my grip and into everywhere and then create a big mess. You must not listen to the negative thoughts. Ow! Okay, try to move the mixture off to the sides because it tends to, when it rises, it becomes really tall, like in the middle. So shove it off to the sides. If you're a banana enthusiast, you can smack a banana, like peel one and put half a little banana on top, if that's your shit. It's not my shit personally, so I'm not going to do that, but you can if you want. And then we put it into oven, okay? I don't need to show me putting it in the oven. Shove it on in there. It's on 200 degrees. We're going to smack it in there for like, God, 45 minutes or something. Banana bread takes forever. In my oven it does anyway, so let's see. I would do a cool time lapse of the banana bread in the oven rising or whatever, but I can't do that because I don't have, this camera is old. It doesn't have a time lapse feature, I don't think. So just imagine it in your mind. This also was a top contender for my favourite song. And it's from Ice Age. First, not Matilda. Sorry, I don't make the rules. I haven't taken my vitamins yet. I haven't taken my vitamins yet. My way. Okay, we're gonna clean up. You don't have to say that. Bye. Nice. It has been in here for who knows how long. An hour. I'll find out the real time in between these recordings, but I'm going to let this cool down now for a bit and then we'll cut it open and see what it looks like. We're back in the brown jumper because my house is a fridge. Here's the nanny bread. She's a bit round on top. You want it pretty dark in general so it's not raw. It's fucking raw! Alright. I'll do it on a board and everything. I'm so fancy! Pull that bad boy right out. Let me check. Yeah. Better kiss these ankles. Okay, moment of truth. Nice. Truck horn. It gets a bit more solidified as it cools. This is still a little bit warm. Me when I live next to the highway. Anyway, here it is. A lovely, beautiful nanny bread. Nice and spongy. Yay! It probably could have like come out of the oven maybe like 5 minutes earlier. But as mentioned, the tap completely broke and it was a whole thing, so it was probably in there for a little bit too long, but this is still great. This is really lovely. But yeah, you just cut it as you need it and put a little bit of put more butter on it, and yeah, you can have it warmed up, you can have it as is. Now you know how to make some vegan banana bread. Bye.